You know, the first week, you decompress, you're so exhausted, you're craving for that holiday, and it takes you, 5 to 7 days to really relax. And then you have to go home, and that's why I think 3 weeks at a minimum, you really reap the benefits, and I will always keep coming back here. I'm moving better as well with the injuries that I had. Oof, I was like Superwoman.
So thank you so much for joining me in this interview. First of all, could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Dayna. I'm from Australia. I work office admin.
So I heard this is not your first time with us. You have been here before.
That is correct. I was here almost 2 years ago, and I stayed then for 4 weeks. This time the same program. Really enjoy it. Love the massages, detoxify the body, work on specific little injuries that I have. The ravages of life itself become harder and harder. So when you come here, I find that, everything loosens up a little bit, move better, my mind's clearer. My body's functioning way better than before I arrived.
Wow, I see. Yeah. So last time was for 4 weeks.
Yes.
Do you notice any difference after 4 weeks from last time?
Absolutely. I was on a crusade last time. It kick-started. I'd had a lot of injuries and a lot of operations, and I just wasn't getting any better. And, the ravages of just general day life, particularly in the Western civilizations, it just gets tough and the stresses build up. I just wasn't recuperating well from the injuries that I had, so I decided to come here. A friend recommended. She'd been here previously. I wanted to do the 4 weeks. It takes me a week to settle down, unload the burdens and everything. Another week to really get into the program. My body's responding. I feel great. 3rd week I started doing a little bit of yoga and stretching. And by the 4th week, I was, I was like Superwoman. And it just kick-started from there. I started really looking after myself. And I was doing so well, I fell off the little bandwagon. So that's why I decided to come back and put a stop to all the bad habits that had creeped back into my life, just because, life gets busy just in general. So I thought, I've got to come back as long as I can, which this time was just the 26 days. Reset, recharge, and then reconnect with, my mind, my body, and it's been great.
What's the minimum days people should stay here for? That you would see results.
If it was me, for the wellness perspective, to really reap the benefits, it would be 3 weeks. A week to decompress, to get into the routine. A week to start feeling good about yourself. For me, I can't often do a lot of the yoga programs just because of my injuries. But after that 2nd week, now I can feel I'm moving better. So now I can join in and do the gentle yoga. For me, I would say a minimum 3 weeks. I prefer 4 weeks, but for anybody else, a minimum 3 weeks.
What's the best part about your retreat?
Wow, that's like trying to pick a favourite child. The staff I love. Your staff are brilliant, happy. They really make the experience. The doctors and the masseuses, they're outstanding. Just the loveliest people. The massages, the treatments that I get have been fantastic and have really helped me, and I feel better. I'm moving better as well with the injuries that I had. The food is just, it's always good when someone's cooking it for you, but the food is just delicious and nourishing and nutritious for your body as well. So to be honest, I cannot pinpoint one thing, because I will always keep coming back here because it caters to my needs. The swimming pool, I get up and go swimming first thing in the morning, then I have my treatments and I feel fantastic afterwards, and the meals are just so nutritious and I love them.
Thank you. And from last time, do you have any habits that you took home?
Just trying to eat better and moving, and one thing that I did go back home and started to do was the meditation, just to quieten the mind. And I kept up with the exercise. The gym here is great as well. So I kept up with that exercise, and I actually lost a lot of weight. Just unfortunately, I had some injuries at the back end of last year, and so the weight crept back on. I was determined to not get to where I was 2 years ago. So I was like, no, I have to go back. I have to break this cycle. So this is a kickstart again for me to lose that weight, continue on that part of the journey. And I still have a sauna and a massage at home once a month, because I just think that's amazing. It's so good for your health. So there's been a few habits that I've taken back with me, and will again this time around. Maybe not the cooking skills like your staff have, but I will try to eat more vegetables with my meals for sure.
And last time, how much weight did you lose? Do you
When I
remember?
was here,
Yes.
when I was
2
here,
years ago.
6 kilos in the 4 weeks. This time round, 7 kilos so far.
Wow.
Yeah. So really pleased. I feel, my skin feels just so much smoother. I feel brighter.
Like
and
glow.
everything.
You
Yeah,
have
I've
the
got that
natural
glow.
glow
Yeah.
now.
So the weather is humid, but I quite like that. And having the saunas and the steam, and I just feel like that's really helping me, particularly with the massages and the treatments that I've had for my injuries. Your mum even mentioned to me the other day that she could tell that I was walking better.
Yes, she's have been saying
Yeah,
that.
so I'm really pleased that somebody else can notice that I'm moving better. So really grateful.
So the physical aspect, you have been feeling better. What about your mental aspect? Do you feel like you have clearer mind now?
Oh, absolutely. So much more clarity and clearer in my thinking. It's a really slower pace. So once you can get into that rhythm, that's why, the first week you decompress, so exhausted, you're craving for that holiday, and it takes you, 5 to 7 days to really relax. And then you get into it, and then you have to go home. And that's why I think 3 weeks at a minimum, you really reap the benefits. And been doing the sound healing, and that's been fantastic. And my sleeping's getting better as well. I'm not waking up as much as what I was, and when I do, I fall back to sleep really
that's
quickly.
great.
Yeah, so everything's been really positive for me.
Thank you. Anything else you would like to add or give advice to other people that would like to come here?
Probably a lot of things. Try and do as many of the activities that you offer that you can possibly do. I did the Zumba class, absolutely loved it. It was extreme, but it was so much fun. I'm thinking about, maybe taking up a little bit of Zumba when I get home. So I just absolutely recommend immersing yourself in everything that you offer, because they're all modalities that sort of help connect everything together to make you feel better. And if you can then take home some of that with you, which I definitely will with the meditation, even if it's 10 minutes, not the 60 minutes, just to be able to quieten your mind, or to kickstart your day. Just be grateful for the small things that you have.
Wow, that's very, very nice. Thank you so much for that. Enjoy the rest of your day today.
Yes.
And tomorrow is your last day.
Tomorrow is my last day. I'm a little bit upset about leaving. I really would love another week
Right.
here, but got to go home, work, get some more money together to be able to
And
come back.
here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure being here.